First headlines. Thoubal police busted fake currency manufacturing unit at Kairao, Wangkhem. State observes 125th birth anniversary of Hijam Irabat. Properties worth lakhs of rupees gutted in fire in Moray. And India reports 23,529 new COVID-19 cases and 311 deaths in the last 24 hours. Hello and welcome to ELITETV. You're watching the 3 p.m. English news. I'm SANATOMBI with the key highlights of the day. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. And now the news in detail. A joint police team of Thoubal District Police led by SP Thoubal Jogesh Chandra Hawbijam, assisted by additional SP Operations Thoubal Sachidananda Soibam, OC Thoubal Commando Inspector Entikendra Mitay, Thoubal Commando Jamindar Muhammad Amin Khan and Havildar DH Kiran Singh has busted fake Indian currency notes manufacturing unit at Kairao, Wangkhem around 4:30 a.m. today. Addressing media persons at Thoubal SP Conference Hall, SP Jogesh Chandra Hawbijam said that today at around 3 a.m., Thoubal District Police received reliable information about the manufacturing of fake Indian currency notes at Kairao, Wangkhem area. Acting on the information at about 4:30 p.m., the joint police teams of Thoubal District Police, after informing Control Room of Imphal East District Police, conducted search operation at Kairao, Wangkhem area. During the search operation, a log hut which is situated at Kairao Kumanlok, suspected to be hiding some bundles of some fake Indian currency notes inside the hut, was detected. The team identified the owner of the hut as 50 years old Chungkham Dewan Singh, son of CH Jugindro Singh of Kairao, Wangkhem, Ngari and Chingkhong Lekai. On questioning, he disclosed that some manufactured fake Indian currency notes of 1,000 rupees were hidden inside his hut, and he produced the fake Indian currency notes by opening the lock of the hut. On further questioning, he disclosed that the packing and binding of fake Indian currency notes were done along with 140 years old Chingakam Surchandra Singh, son of CH Deben Singh of Kairao, Wangkhem, Ngari and Chingkhong Lekai, Imphal East District. As such, the joint team arrested the duo at around 5 a.m. on the same day and seized the fake Indian currency note at around 5:10 a.m. by observing formalities, the SP added. Further, they disclosed that the fake Indian currency notes were brought by one Tony of Kairao along with his nephew, Arun of Waito Tiam Kunjao, and handed over today. The seized fake Indian currency notes were estimated to be worth around 4 crore rupees approximately. The arrested persons along with the seized items are being handed over to Irilbung Police Station for further investigation, SP Jogesh Chandra continued.
Paramilio and Yesi, Manipur Sesunda, Sinajare, Aduga, when Yesumil Stato, Makata in this season. Chatagani, Tonigi, Magi, Nipu, Aran Gogomu, and Muslim Bortoi, Adan Hoinovi, Ati, General Music, Panano, Panakana, Commando Namasi, Parensi, Kadai Hopuno, Commando, Hanoman, Creator, Bulegre, Aduga, Judicial currency, and boy, maybe Manipurano, currency, Malta, Nakali, Aduga, fake currency, separate of Kadai hope another command of the government is engineering some messages that
In view of the 125th birth anniversary of His Irrawaddy Day, Chief Minister of Manipur, Untitled BIREN, Cabinet College legislature members and government officials paid fitting floral tribute to the statue of the Patriot at Irrawaddy Square located opposite the State Assembly Complex at Thangmaiban today. Speaking on the event, BIREN talked on the sacrifices His Irrawaddy made for his motherland by even renouncing his luxurious life. He continued that first state-level function was organized in view of the Patriot's birth anniversary. BIREN further said that an NIA formal letter and an FIR copy had already been put forward in relation to the killing of Atuan Abonmai and will soon meet with the Union Minister to subside the case.
Mayamgi sentiment algo thoiba case to gi nature du yenga kana koina masi ena da sinerasi lobiu haidana chithi me ibani madugi chithi du gi reply the moina fare du di akoi examine torge nogi FIR copy do yauna formal iro on haibada gi koi second time chithi ngarang nahan igre adu so ai satpa kanda ayada ai union home minister unaraga agwali otai sanaraga madugi subside Tonganaba, I talk. Noriski Praja Singbu, Nahangai Matam Queen as Hangna, Hanning Bidra Badona, Mirai Badonat Lairambadu, Akoi Lay, Aduna, Honorable Vice President Laktorishu, High Riba, Manipuri, Noriski to Mihai, then the Manipurgis, the Zukari, Ujik Monkey when they inaugurate Oguaba, the foundation Solet Oguaba, identified Ogri, Adubu, Magi or Piscatanaraga, Pekari Oguagedo, Yensin.
Floral tribute was also paid at the statue of the great leader. Many organizations also observed a 125th birth anniversary of His Irrawaddy by holding different functions. Some of the organizations also paid a floral tribute at a statue of Irrawaddy at Bisum Oinam Lekai area, the birthplace of the social activist located in the Imphal West district. Many local clubs also observed the day at their localities by conducting cleanliness drive and illuminating their streets in their respective areas as part of paying homage to the great leader. On the other hand, Irrawaddy Day Celebration Committee volunteers organized 125th birth anniversary of Lamyanba His Irrawaddy at Irrawaddy Road, Thangal Bajar, Imphal. It may be mentioned that the Irrawaddy Road was the first road named in Manipur after a resolution was passed by Imphal Municipal Board on September 26, 1980. But this historical part has never been looked into by the concerned department. The volunteers further stated that it was unfortunate that the public didn't recognize the said road. Meanwhile, tree plantation program was organized at Wangu in view of the 125th birth anniversary of Jananeta His Irrawaddy. As part of the program, Village Water and Sanitation Committee Chairman and Wangu Gram Panchayat Pradhan El Serat alias Tona Meitei planted around 1,000 mango saplings around Wangu water supply scheme. Speaking on the occasion, El Serat said that mango fruits can be obtained within 3 years and assured that VWSC is also taking up steps to provide clean drinking water to the locals of Wangu. Wangu Gram Panchayat members L. Jayanta, KH Beton, TH Achobi, A. Angosana, A. Thamani, and Wangu Development Committee Secretary A. Oken took part in the program. The Banglabung COV of 44 Assam Rifles under the aegis of 22 Sector IGAR is reached out to the youth of Gelnel village to contribute towards nation building and development in the Twilong area despite COVID restrictions today. The company commander addressed the youth on career counseling. Options available at various stages of educational qualification were shared with the participants. The unit in its endeavor is reaching out to children through village youth clubs for spreading awareness on entrance exam for Sainik School Pangai. The information with respect to registration, preparation and conduct of the exam too was shared with the participants. Numerous entries available to get officer commission in Indian Army were also shared with the attendees. Information with respect to the forthcoming Assam Rifles or SSB rally was also shared by the company commander. Approximately 40 students, including girls, participated in the one-day program, aiming at preparing more and more youths of the area for the upcoming recruitment rallies. The unit shall be starting the physical and academic classes for the interested youth very soon. Manipur BJP is a total failure with high unemployment rate and corruption, said Manipur election AICC observer Lok Sabha MP PRADYUT BORDOLOI in a press meet held at Imphal Congress Bhavan today. The press meet was attended by MPCC Working President K. Megachandra and Hemochandra, MLA Ranjit and other important members of the party. BORDOLOI continued that issues on drugs has been continuing in the BJP-led government. He mentioned that heroin worth 21 crore rupees had been seized from Gujarat Adani Mundra port and WY tablets worth 400 crore rupees seized from Thawal district in 2019 were all witnessed. He said that the abduction and killing of Atwana Bonmay saw a failure in the government law and order, thereby appealing the BJP government to arrest the criminals involved in the crime. He further urged the people to support the Congress party in the upcoming Manipur Legislative Assembly election 2022 for the betterment of the state.
All the election committees, different committees to run elections, to campaign and to go to every nook and corner of the state. We are all getting ready. The people of Manipur will repose their fate in the Congress party once again. So this is what our request to the people of Manipur, that Congress party is never going to let down the people of Manipur. We will make all efforts, the hope and aspirations of the Manipuri people, the young generations, people, whether one is staying in the hills or whether one is staying in the plains, the Congress party is taking up all measures and we will give protection, we will give security, and most of all, we will work for the overall development of Manipur.
Meanwhile, a house, a school, a shop and a church quarter have gutted in a fire incident which took place last night at around 1 a.m. at Gamnom Veng More, Ward number 2. More Manipur Fire Service Department and Manipur and More Water Supply played a huge role in extinguishing the fire. According to a report, Saiboy Haukiv, Francis Thangpi, Saitang Hangha, Linda Ngaite were the owners of the damaged properties, which include Netaji Memorial English High School, Manipur Presbyterian Church quarters. Speaking of the ill-fated incident, the owners say that the electric transformer of the locality was dysfunctional from the past 3 days and the locals pleaded with the concerned department to look into the matter. But the authorities paid a deaf ear to the people's demand, thereby compelling the locals to use candlelight, which led to the cause of the unfortunate incident. They continued that the incident could have been prevented if the concerned department had looked into the matter at the right time. Meanwhile, Autonomous District Council Chandel Chairman Lungkhoi Seijo handed monetary assistance and rice to the people involved in the unfortunate incident.
Electric Department on the request oraga hoigi light si nomit ani home si yadre haina office da su hoigi lekai gi leaders ko su chanle adu moina sim da bagi hoina candle season e adu angang hoina candle season ba matam da gi si phibam si thokre adu yum se ahum phajana chakre adu porche kari su loga nangdre aduga ayuk nganta pung 12 ama wai oibagi porche su logthobang aina department do blame toning ba nate adubu matam chana phajana yengbiredi si gumba phebam si thogoi haibese.
BJP Imphal West and BJP Jiribam Mandal jointly organized a plastic-free campaign as part of Seva or Samarpan Abhiyan in view of the 71st birth anniversary of Narendra Modi. The areas around Jiribam Imakaitel and railway station were cleaned as part of the event. Jiribam social worker and Budachandra Manipur Food Industries Corporation Vice Chairman K. SARATKUMAR, ex-Minister A. BIREN Singh and other BJP members took part in the event.
Campaign gi seruk amana koi aham da koi Jiribam gi kathingi mapam sing da koi plastic ke loina bu sindok pa ber matung da ani subaina Jiribam gi railway station asida plastic lothok gi campaign ama sindok gi campaign ama koi chata jabani asida koi ayamana koi sigi platform Jiribam platform sida dumuti koi plastic da mado koi honorable prime minister gi magi mapung kamai lenana asi koi Jiribam gi sigumba Jiribam station railway station platform sida koi punna BJP gi Pawai district amade koi BJP Jiribam mandal gana koi mahila gi amade OBC mosa gi musa khum ko pullaga ko punna si from pangsu
plastic free campaign haina koi sumin sonba pharmacy Jiribam da angan bank te horaga kali plasingna amade singna pangtok cheri stigma problem si Manipur sin betungna amade Bharat sin betungna sanduk inabagi dam kala lingbi apoi dam ta koi magi digi hanana thaga cheri do loina na mandal gi morcha gi lising do mukhoi loina thok bi be sim kono mukko ya ki magi digi am do Jiribam BJP mandal gi magi hanana thaga cheri.
It's time for a short commercial break. Do stay tuned for more updates.
Rohan Film, cyclist and philanthropist na Cycling for Humanity campaign gi makada kunai asigi sotharaba kanglup singbu tengbang duna lakli. Reading e-ride na paikhat chariba one household one e-scooter campaign asidasu hena mapungfa na ba mateng pangminers.
Manipur gumba pikraba state asidadi ekoina chachok chachin tawriba jaga singsi khutna lamba pumba jaga da ngakto maram aduna mayam gi damakta leijere environmental friendly oiriba adongi perfect partner e-scooter. One household, one e-scooter. Hariba campaign asida mayam khudimagsu sharuk yamnasi.
For more queries, please visit our showroom at Sangai Pronin Temkol, Moirang Patlo, or Tobal Atokpam. And do visit our website arambai2020.com or Arambai 2020 app.
Hello and welcome back. Now more news and updates. India has recorded 23,529 new COVID-19 cases and 311 deaths in the last 24 hours. This comes a day after the country saw 18,870 cases and 378 deaths. Kerala reported 12,161 cases and 155 deaths on Wednesday. India's active caseload stood at 2,77,020, the lowest in 195 days, while the recovery rate stood at 97.85%, the highest since March 2020. On the other hand, Delhi's Directorate of Education on Wednesday directed authorities concerned to ensure that teachers and school staffs who have not been vaccinated against COVID-19 should be vaccinated by October 15. All such teachers who have not got themselves vaccinated by October 15 should not be allowed to attend the schools. Their academic absence would be treated as on leave, it added. The Delhi government has extended the validity of vehicle documents like driving license, a registration certificate and others expiring on September 30 till November 30. This comes after the Union Ministry of Road Transport and Highways had directed all the states to increase the validity of necessary documents. Instances of heavy crowding have been reported at various offices amid COVID-19 pandemic. A team of researchers at Indian Institute of Technology Guwahati IITG has developed a flexible, non-stretchable and environment-friendly water-repellent material that can be used for real-time monitoring of human movements. Wearable motion sensors are used for physiological monitoring of human movement, for gait analysis, understanding human and machine interactions, and monitoring patients during rehabilitation processes, said a statement issued by IIT Guwahati. Such motion sensors are made of materials that convert the mechanical strain that arises from movement into electrical signals that can be detected. The strain sensing material must be flexible, robust, and highly sensitive to both large and subtle movement, and the team has developed a material that is superior to the existing strain sensors in both sensitivity and durability, added the statement. The research team was led by Dr. Uttamana and Professor Roy Pali of the Center for Nanotechnology and School of Health Sciences. Punjab Students' Union and Naujawan Bharat Sabha on Tuesday started an indefinite protest against the renovation of Jallianwala Bagh Samarak in Amritsar. The protest will continue until they restore the historical monument back to its original form, a Punjab Students' Union protester said. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicated the renovated complex of Jallianwala Bagh Samarak to the nation on August 28. A prominent Rohingya leader was shot and killed by unidentified gunmen in a refugee camp in Bangladesh on Wednesday. Mohibullah was reportedly talking to other refugee leaders outside his office after attending evening prayers when gunmen shot him. Amnesty International called for a thorough probe into Mohibullah's state, saying his killing sends a chilling effect across the entire community. Calling for strengthening economic ties between India and the US Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said America is a whole lot better off because of the long, strong and crucial friendship between India and the US. Schumer also said that he will use his clout to make sure that US and India stay close together. The death toll from a fight between gangs at one of Ecuador's largest prisons rose to 116, President Guillermo Lasso said on Wednesday. At least 5 dead were reported beheaded, officials said. It is regrettable that the prisons are being turned into territories for power disputes by criminal gangs, Lasso further said. One of the most active volcanoes on Earth is erupting on Hawaii's Big Island. Officials with the U.S. Geological Survey, USGS, confirmed Wednesday that an eruption has begun in Kilauea's volcano's Halemaumau crater at the volcano summit. Webcam footage of the crater showed lava fountains covering the floor of the crater and billowing clouds of volcanic gas were rising into the air. The same area has been home to a large lava lake at various times throughout the volcano's eruptive past. The eruption is not in an area with homes and is entirely contained within Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. The volcano's alert level has been raised to warning and the aviation code changed the rate. Earlier Wednesday, officials said increased earthquake activity and ground swelling had been detected and at the time raised the alert levels accordingly. Now, before we wind up, let's have a quick recap of the headlines once again. Thawal police busted fake currency manufacturing unit at Kairao Wangkim. State observes 125th birth anniversary of Hizam Iravan. India reports 23,529 new COVID cases and 311 deaths in the last 24 hours. That's all we have on this edition of ELITETV English News. Thanks for watching ELITETV and see you again.